You're probably wondering why I have a measuring tape in my hand and we are reviewing cars. Well, yes, it does go together because we started measuring our cargo areas so you guys can figure out if you guys can fit your refrigerators in these vehicles. Well, let's dive in here at Vagabond Builds with James and Sandu and stop wasting your time. Just don't forget to like and subscribe. Well, we got the only two trims that you get in the 2025 Cadillac XT4. To my left, I have the Sport trim, and to my right, I have the Premium Luxury. Well, on the Sport trim, you have three packages: the Convenient Comfort package, Cold Weather package, and a trailering package, as well as on the Premium Luxury, but you just don't have the Convenient Comfort package on this. But you do have the Cold Weather package and the trailering package. Let's dive in and talk about differences on both of these trims. Well, on the front end, the difference is going to be the front grille, the lower grille, and the color schemes with that space gray trim that you see there in the bottom. Different design here, and just the color scheme. Okay, but everything else is exactly the same. LED projector headlight, LED daytime running light, corporate Cadillac look with the high gloss black going across, a front camera right under that emblem. Coming over, different design on that front upper grille, as I said, and a different design on that lower grille, as I said, okay? And then on the trim down there is the matte black plastic instead of a painted trim. So right off the bat, in the front end, I'm liking the Sport trim better already. Over to the sides. The sides, complete different look on the rims, okay? So two-color rim on the Sport with the kind of a darker gunmetal gray look with the machine surface silver. On the Premium Luxury, we have what they call the pearl nickel alloy rim, but the rubbers here, the Continental Pro contacts, are exactly the same with the size coming in at 235/60/18. Suspension systems are slightly different. That's because the Sport trim is sport tuned and the Premium Luxury is not. Over to the sides, the differences are going to be the handles. The handles here, complete difference with some more kind of that satin aluminum look or the hyper silver with the lighting. But you do get the keyless fob entry smart access on both, just the trim on top is slightly different. The trim on the rocker panel areas, completely different with regards to the color schemes. You have the space gray with the high gloss. Here we have the high gloss with the matte black plastic, okay? Completely different. Side mirrors, exactly the same. They're complete, fully loaded side mirrors. And what do I mean by that? Automatic foldable, integrated blinker lighting. We have the blind spot assist, heated, okay? Don't break these side mirrors because they're going to cost you a fortune. More differences on the color schemes. The window trims around are going to be different, as well as the color schemes on the roof rails. High gloss black on the Sport because of that more dynamic sporty look. Here on the Premium Luxury, we have the satin aluminum silver look, okay? Up top, both have those glass panoramic tilt slide moonroof options, but I have to say those are $1,500 add-on options. Over to the rear end. Rear end. Main difference back here are going to be your tail lights. Here on the Sport, to my right now, we have the kind of blacked out clear tail lights. And I have to say, I really like these versus the Premium Luxury tail lights. Kind of an older style look. Again, more of that sophisticated higher end on the red. I'm not a big fan of that. I like the sportier tail light looks better. And also here in the bumper, on the Sport, you have the painted bumper fascias. Two are here on the Premium Luxury. We have, again, more matte black plastic with some high gloss black. But that's pretty much it with regards to the differences on the exterior. Everything else is exactly the same. Let's go ahead and shoot over to the cargo. Now we're going to go ahead and pop the tailgate on only one. Why? Because there's absolutely no difference on the cargo area. We got a 12-volt outlet. Both trims get this with the LED light back here as well as the mats. Let's lift that. No spare tire in both, but you do have an option of adding a spare tire. That's a tire inflator. My best advice is get your spare tire, okay? Let's go ahead and show you guys why I'm holding this measuring tape and using it kind of like my little wand. Is going to be inches behind the second row, 33 inches measured, which is 2 feet 9 inches. If I go ahead and drop that 40%er on the driver's side, depending on where that front seat's at, is going to be about 64 to 65 inches, which is about 5 feet 5 inches. And between the panels themselves, 39 inches, which is about 3 feet 3 inches. And I also have to say that the cargo capacity is 23 cubic feet of space with the second row seat up, 49 cubic feet of space if we drop the second row seat down. Now that we're done showing you guys the differences, talking about powertrains, and showing you guys the cargo, one more thing, and then we're going to enter the interiors. Here's where you're going to see the all-wheel drive difference and the front-wheel drive difference. You're not going to have the emblems there, okay? So that's a big difference. Again, my advice, go with the all-wheel drive all the time. You're literally losing 1 mile per gallon on the city and highway, so it's not a big difference. Now let's show you interior. Before we continue with this video, if you find yourself in the Sacramento, California, or the greater Sacramento area like Rockland, Roseville, Elk Grove, and many other cities, if you need a passenger van rental for the friends and the family for the fun activities such as San Francisco, Napa Valley Wine Country, Yosemite, Lake Tahoe, Yellowstone, and many other places, use the link in the description below and rent from Vagabond Van Rentals. We also deliver. Thanks, guys. Let's go ahead and continue with this video. Continuing with the interior of the XT4s, I'm now sitting in the premium luxury trim first, and I have to say, one package that is comparable to both these cars, the Sport and the premium luxury, is the cold weather package, and all that gets you is heated seats in the front, the rear, and a heated steering wheel. I just want to mention that to you guys because it's an add-on bell and whistle package. But what the XT4 Sport has in this video over the premium luxury is the convenience comfort package, which gives you the perforated leather seats, the ventilation, and the massage on the seating. Those are the three things at the comfort convenience. Now I'm going to show you guys what comes standard between both trims. Now, starting with the doors inlays, carbon fiber versus the silver design inlays here on the premium luxury, as well as if we come over to the seating surfaces, the premium luxury gets the leather seating surface that the Sport doesn't. You have to throw on the convenience comfort package to get that leather, as well as the massage seats. You're going to see a button right over that center control button there for the electric controls. You'll see a button there. Coming over to the dashboard, the suede versus the leather wrap there in the center right behind that screen. Here in the premium luxury, it's the leather, to where the Sport will have the suede, okay? Then we come over to the drive modes or the dynamic modes. The only difference here on the dynamic modes is going to be, instead of what we call snow ice here in this premium luxury, they actually substitute that or change that with an off-road in the Sport. Okay, if we come over here, this control unit here is going to be different as well because of that comfort convenience package. Adds the ventilation buttons, and you're going to see that. Over to the steering wheel, the Sport will have perforation on the leather of the steering wheel, and that is something different. We're going to show you guys that as well as the Sport pedals. These are just the regular typical black rubber pedals, to where in the Sport you get the Sport aluminum pedals. Now we're going to shoot over to the second row seating, show you guys that in the premium luxury, and then jump into the Sport. Now the second row seating, everybody, and to your surprise, not much difference. Yeah, you still have the leather seating surfaces that come standard in the premium luxury, but not standard in the Sport, as well as the inlays on the doors, carbon fiber versus the silver Cadillac designed inlays. But that's pretty much it. But you still get the heated seats. That's because of the cold weather package, as well as USB-C, USB plugins. Now let's go ahead and shoot over to the Sport trim. Now I know you're going to like the Sport interior a whole lot better, but I don't want it to confuse you. Remember, comfort convenience gives you the leather perforated seats because of the ventilation as well as the massage seats, all right? So don't let that fool you. But what's standard difference, starting with the door inlays, is carbon fiber versus that silver I talked about. Then we come over again to the seating surfaces are going to be leather standard in the premium luxury. Then we come over to the dashboard, the suede inserts with the blue stitching, beautiful look. Over to the drive mode, we're going to go ahead and show you guys the off-road. This actually changes in the premium luxury. You have this snow ice. Come over to the Sport pedals. In the Sport, they're aluminum, as well as the perforated leather on the steering wheel, okay? Those are pretty much the standard differences here in the XT4s. But let's go ahead and show you just kind of an overall look, what it looks like. I want to show you guys what the camera looks like. All right, you can change those angles as well. Exit that. Then we could also go ahead and show you guys the maps. 13.2-inch infotainment screen is what you guys are looking at, and that's standard in all XT4 here, as well as you guys have the cluster there, fully digital, and you can actually change the angle or the theme there as well. Okay. Now the center console does come with USB-C, USB-A plug-in, 12-volt outlets. You can have a control unit here and hard buttons for that, as well as the dual climate control. Another thing that's slightly different, remember I told you guys about the control unit adds the ventilation. Well, that's because of the convenience comfort. Don't let that fool you. All right, now that we're done with the front side, let's go ahead and show you guys the second row real quick so we don't waste your guys' time. Second row, yes, the seating surfaces are different, but you still also get the carbon fiber inlays there in the back as well. Now, MSRP stickers. So in this video, I'm going to go ahead and hold it. In the video, we have the premium luxury coming in at around $40,000, $700. And the sport is coming in at $44,000. Here's the MSRP sticker first to the premium luxury. Get an idea of what we're talking about. And there's so much to mention. And then we come over to the sport, which is coming in at $44,000 and some change. Get an idea of what we're talking about with regards to those packages. So thank you so much for watching our channel here at Vagabond Builds. Hopefully this comparison video helped you guys. If you guys did like it, please like and subscribe. Even if you don't like it, like and subscribe. We appreciate you guys. Check out our in-depth single review videos as well here at Vagabond Builds. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. God bless you.